Sports Extra, the only live show, sports show talking traditional sports, esports, and gaming. We'll take your phone calls today, 877-853-5247. That meeting ID, esports extra. That is 377-678-9872. Hit the pound button twice to join the show. Larry Ridley here. SNY TV, Little Sportsnet New York, NBC Sports, Mad NFL, little NBA 2K League as well. We're going 3-on-3 today, baby. If y'all want some of this smoke in the big three, or my guy Kyle doing the other 3-on-3 league out there, we want the smoke. Now we might not be any good, but we will give some effort. We got A Willie on the point. I'm letting that thing go. And then we got Derwin down low. Is that how it work, Derwin?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get all the boys I can.
All right, Rodman.
As long as we can stop somebody, we might have a chance.
See, that's the problem. We know we're not stopping nobody. We're gonna have to outscore everybody. We're not getting any stops.
Denver Nuggets of the '90s.
Something like that. Hey, the old Mavs, the Nuggets, something like that. You're right. What's up, D-Dubs? You down there in Carnoustie, right?
Canarsie, Brooklyn, right off of Flatlands. You doing good?
Flatbush?
Flatlands, not Flatbush. Okay. Flatlands, two different places.
Flatlands? Okay, I'm just checking, man. Look, I don't live in Brooklyn, man. I'm just asking, man. Okay, all right, good stuff. Good stuff. What about what's the other neighborhood out there? Bed-Stuy. You near Bed-Stuy?
Nah, not too close to Bed-Stuy.
What's the real name of Bed-Stuy? Is it Stuyvesant or Bed-Stuy? Stuyvesant?
Bedford-Stuyvesant.
Bedford. One more time.
Bedford-Stuyvesant.
Bedford-Stuyvesant.
Yeah.
Is Iverson?
Stuyvesant.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Why Brooklyn got to have all these crazy names, man? Like it just can't.
We got to have some nicknames. Come on, it got to sound cool. Bed-Stuy. Do or die. It got to sound cool.
Bed-Stuy is easier to say than Bedford Iverson's sister or whatever.
Yeah, you better never have to take an Uber in Brooklyn, man.
I know. Where you trying to go?
Wind up at Red Hook Projects, and that ain't good.
You know what? I'd be like Park Slope, Williamsburg. That's it. That's all
I'm at the pink houses.
No. We'll be out there.
No trap houses. Now I'll go to the one in the Trap Music Museum, and that's about it. Escape the trap. What's up, A Willie, out there in the DFW, man? How you do, man, on a Wednesday, broski?
What's good, man? What's good? I'm good. I'm happy to be here. I'm ready to get it in.
Man, I heard about your DNA, man. I heard it's got some fighting in your DNA. Is that true?
Got to, man. You know, that's what they always say, LL, we don't look like what we've been through.
Oh,
right. So you look like us. It better be part of your DNA.
I hear you, A Willie. Tell Jay Boogie and Siobhan's in the house. Tell her we all said what up. All right, is that cool? Can you do it for us? All right, good stuff. All right, let's talk, guys. 877-853-5247. Meeting ID is 377-678-9872. Pound button twice to join the show. There, really. D-Dubs, he's in Carnoustie. A Willie, he's down there in the DFW. We're talking, we'll get into some NBA. LeBron, new contract. Lakers repeat. We'll get into all that. NBA Christmas Day matchups. We'll talk about that. The Miami Heat Vice jerseys. Swagoo sauce. Swagged out. Love those things. I remember when they came out with the Miami Floridians back when I was there when Shaq and D Wade. And I thought, I was like, oh, what's these crazy neon colors? And that was a prelude to the Miami Vice stuff that you see now. And this was what, 15 years ago, 2006, 14 years ago. So yeah, good stuff there when I was there in 05 and 06. Durbin's going to love this. I love what DK Metcalf's been doing. He's not taking the bait. He doesn't want to hear no damn excuses. He felt like he was slighted and he took it out on the Eagles. I freaking love it. We'll get into Fortnite 0 Point. Don't know what the hell it is. Hopefully you guys can figure it out. On Thursdays, we're going to start having my son on to talk. He's going to be like our little esports correspondent, my 14-year-old. Because he's always telling me these damn esports stories. I'm like, dude, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. So we're going to let him on. Let him talk about, the week or whatever's going on in esports. Like, I know Pokemon's doing something. There's some big controversy with her. Jake Paul's supposed to fight like freaking, what's his name? Floyd Mayweather. I don't know if it's going to happen. But, we'll let him spout out for about 5 minutes. Give us some esports news because we suck at the esports news. I'm here to say. So we'll get into that. Let's go to the top of the show. LeBron and the Lakers. LeBron just came out, new contract, an extension, if I'm not mistaken, A. Willie, right? 2 years, $85 million. Going to make $41 million in 21, 22, and 44, almost 45, 22, 23. So basically, has 3 more years. He's making damn near 40 this year, like 38, 39 this year. LeBron rolling in that dough. By the time he's done, he's going to make like $430 million in NBA salary. Look, I've said it time and time again. He is not Michael Jordan. And I don't care what anybody says. You're not changing my mind. You know how I am, guys. You might just stop it. You're not, just stop it right now. You're never going to change my mind. But I will say this: he's a self-made man, and the things that he's been through, from the Hummer to seeing, what he had to go through with his mom, with Gloria. I was there in Cleveland when she said, "Baby, Mike, whatever his name, not Mike Woodson, Mike, the coach at the time, who's with the Cavs? Coach at the time,
Mike Brown.
Mike Brown. Mike Brown. She's like, baby, his butt got to go, and LeBron's leaving too. And I was like, whoa! And I reported on the news. They lost the next game to the Celtics, and guess what? Mike Brown was gone, and LeBron was gone. So Gloria James, she's always going to be the MVP in my book. And his girlfriend at the time, wife now, what's her name? I forget. Savannah. She was there as well. So great family. Bronny's 16. He says the Lakers are going to repeat. It's that simple. I love everything that he stands for, guys. Your thoughts on LeBron James with the contract and the fact that he just not braggadocious. Lakers, that's the plan, to repeat, and it's that simple. I love how he handles his business and takes care of business on and off the court. Self-made man. Roses for LeBron James. I hope they lose. But you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta call a spade, man. You gotta give props when props are due. And right now, he's the best that there is that does it. Hey, Willie, your boys, since you like that purple and gold back there.
No, D was going. Go ahead, D.
No. You're the Laker man. You go right on.
I was about to say, he'll start with DK. We'll let him go off with 30 minutes on DK.
No, I think it's good, and it's for me. It's, you watch this, and a lot of times people want in the sports world, and we're all in the media, and we look at it, and we want people to be respectful, and we don't want them to give quote unquote bulletin board material, but at the same time, you don't want them to give you just the plain cliches and say, well, we're going to go and nobody's repeating. We're just focused on one game at a time. So I love the fact that he's being very candid and saying at this point, look, our goal is to win it. And that's my goal.
The quote was, right? We can. It's that simple.
That's right. So
that's all he said. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Yeah. The same thing he said when he said, I'm the best player on the planet. It's that simple. Right. So I like it. And also, too, I've said this before and I'll say this again. Like, I know Joe Q Public always says, why don't guys take less so they can sacrifice and so their teams can win? Well, LeBron actually did that in 2010. And the response was the entire league was going to take less through basketball related income. Went from 56% for the players to 50% for the players and 50% for the owners, which represents hundreds of millions of dollars. Mm-hmm. So LeBron wasn't the highest paid player on his team until he was in the 11th year of his career. So with that being said, he understands the fact that I have a responsibility not only to my family and myself, but to all the other players in the league as well, to secure the bag. If I take less, everybody's got to take less. And we've seen this end acrimoniously for a lot of players taking less. Tom Brady is one. So with that being said, we've seen this over the life of a career for a multitude of different players. Michael Jordan's another one. We saw that in Chicago. So with that being said, I think it's great that LeBron is getting every single dollar that the collective bargaining agreement says that the Lakers can pay him.
It's crazy that MJ was getting $35 million 22, 23 years ago.
Right.
That's what I'm like. Right. It's today's money. That's like over 55. Like MJ wasn't.
And he should, right? And he should have, and
ain't my fault. You figure it out. Reinsdorf, Krause, y'all figure it out.
Yeah, and I know one of the things that people didn't talk about in The Last Dance a lot, but with Mike getting those last two deals, part of the reason why Scottie was underpaid was because Mike was underpaid. He had an 8-year deal. So the thing is, if Mike is going to take less, everybody's going to take less. So LeBron finally understood that when he went back to Cleveland, and it's been maximum contracts ever since, and I like it.
Yeah, and Scottie, I think it was 7 years, like what, 14 million. It was about $2 million a year. It was right. Oh my gosh, Scottie, you're like, dude, you are a legit top 10 NBA player. Wow.
I think it was Mike was 8 at 24. Mike was 8 at right. So
that's how it was.
So they couldn't pay him more than Mike. So you have a responsibility to the rest of the league.
It ain't about how much you paid; it's timing too. And Scottie just happened to be up. And Mike could have come back and be like, it is what it is. But D-Dubs, your thoughts here on LeBron with the new extension? He'll be 39 by the time it's over in 2023, summer 20, damn near 40, because he was born in 84, right? So he'll be 30. He'll be 39. Well, he technically won't be 39. Well, he'll be 39 later that year because he was
That
born in
year,
84.
December. Yep.
I don't know. Well, he well deserved. Everything you guys have said has been right on point. Deserves the money. He's been a great player, great ambassador off the court. But when I heard this news, it didn't move the needle for me because I'm like, okay, it's LeBron. He's the best player in the world. He deserves the money. Let's move on. That's how I took it. It wasn't breaking news to me that he's getting all this money because if anybody deserves that kind of money, it would be him. So
Sure.
it's not a surprise to me. I mean, I just thought like if he's due for a contract, he's going to get whatever pretty much he wants. He's LeBron James, basically. But yeah, well deserved. He's when you look back at his story, where he came from, all the trials and tribulations he's gone through from high school. He's going to make a great documentary someday, a great story.
Well, he's got to deal with Warner Brothers, so he's already
yeah
in that sphere.
And then he's been great off the court. How many guys did we see on that level get into trouble with this, get into trouble with that? He's given back. He's done so much off the court. He's brought his boys up. Sometimes when you got your boys with you and you make it big, they kind of bring you down. That has not been the case with him. So everything around him has been successful.
Everything's been elevated. Everything.
Yeah, everything has been great with him. So that I can definitely commend him for, to be on that level and never really do anything stupid or silly to give the league a black eye or his name a black eye.
Nothing. The worst thing he's done is the decision, which he raised a few $1 million for the Boys and Girls Club. And I think the tone deaf, insensitive comments he made after they lost the finals in 2011, when he basically said, y'all got to go back and live with your own lives. It was true. It was true. But I'll never forget that. I was like, damn, LeBron, you basically got to say, y'all life suck and my life is great. But that's what he said. So I mean that's it, and it's like, man, just give him props and the way he's gone about things and how professional he's been, and the sort of image that he's put out there, as a black man, a father, a husband, a philanthropist, you name it, any of those adjectives out there. That's what LeBron James has been. Real quickly, repeat. Will the Lakers repeat next year? I got a sneaky suspicion. I don't think it's going to happen. He says they're younger. He says, I think it's that's I think we can. I mean, it's that simple. So your thoughts? Will the Lakers repeat 2021?
He's added some. He talked about the young pieces that he's added, and Gasol. His cerebral game.
Schroeder. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I think that they can. There's every chance to do that. But how do you guys feel about?
It wasn't the question if they can.
I understand that. For me, the question, and A. Willie could probably speak to this better than I can. The question is, it won't happen without AD. So we 100%.
AD's coming. Let's assume that AD's coming back. They wouldn't have they wouldn't have given up all that capital and not re-signed AD. He's coming back. This is he's coming back.
I like to wait the things aside. I'm just saying.
Okay, so you really think AD going to play with somebody else next year? You really believe that?
Well, could he afford? Can he? Probably not. But can he afford to make more money somewhere else?
Well, the Lakers have his bird rights now. Like, no, he's going.
Did he opt out?
The Lakers can pay him the most.
They can pay him the most.
So I mean, you're right. Could he go somewhere? I need to see it first.
Maybe if it's a 2% chance, I'm just saying, if he were to go,
that sounds like a Knicks fan. That sounds like
no, I'm saying. No, but I'm just saying, if he was to shock the world and go away somewhere,
that's what it would be.
I would say no.
Sure.
Not without that guy.
Okay. Damn it, Derwin. There you go again.
I'm just painting the picture. It's possible.
I know, dude, but do you have to cover every little damn angle there is?
You have to. I have to. That's what I do.
Derwin, you can get hit by a bus tomorrow. Sure, you're right, Derwin. Absolutely, you're right, Derwin. I mean, Derwin, okay, can I qualify with, let's assume the team they have currently, which includes AD.
Okay.
Are they going to repeat in your estimation?
No.
Okay, fair enough. But I get it. I get what you're saying, but it's just like the long, drawn out stuff. Like, well, AD might leave. I mean, it's like, well, yeah, I guess. Okay. You're true. I mean, once again, technically, and Daryl, you're a technical guy. You should be working in something very technical because you're sharp and to the point, man. That's that should have been your
You
calling.
can't take things for granted.
No, you can't. That's true.
No,
That's true.
man.
Sometimes
We
Jazz is
just
crazy.
assuming everything.
Jazz is
We
crazy.
assumed Bill Belichick was taking the Jets job. We assumed it.
He
And
did
look what
for a day.
happened.
He did for a day.
And so it happens.
He
That's
did
all I'm
for a
saying.
day, but he did for a day. So he was
Yeah.
the Jets coach. And then he said, I resign as the Jets. What is the HC of the NYJ or something? On a damn napkin. Hey, Willie, real quickly. Repeat, yes or no, 2021.
I bet against them. I said the Clippers are going to do it. The Lakers will repeat.
That was a weird way to come back and say, yeah. He's like, I bet against them. I guess I ain't betting against them this year.
I'm going against them this year. Not going against them this
See,
year.
I don't like it when it's your team because you benefit both ways. If you're wrong, you can say, "Oh, it's my team. I don't give a damn if I'm wrong." And if you're right, you're like, "See, I told you so."
No, man.
No, wait.
No.
Kevin, remember this. We're not letting them get away with. We're not letting them do this. You ain't
No,
no-
I went against. I said the Clippers were going to
you
win.
went against them.
Right?
Why?
Because I thought the Clippers were a deeper
No,
team.
You didn't believe that. You were saying, I'm gonna have my cake and eat it too. Both sides. If I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm right.
I'm really interested and intrigued on what Golden State's going to look like.
All right.
I'm really
Right.
intrigued to see what they're going to be because we
Yeah,
just
you're
don't
right.
know.
They'll open up opening night, Brooklyn, right?
It
Here
was
in
on
Brooklyn.
Christmas Day too.
Where's OG at? We need tickets. We all. I'm not laughing at all. I'm not laughing at all.
Man.
OG, if you're a real friend, your boy should be in the house opening night. Is that too much to ask for, right, guys? Where OG? OG, I hope you're watching.
We know you listening, OG.
Do you have pool? Yes or no? Do you have pool? If not, quit coming on the show flexing like, oh, I'm the head coach. You can't leave that. Game crew. I got my assistant. Blah 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 blah.
I got my card.
I got my car picking us up. Yeah, we going after you, OG. And
Brooklyn will be electric that night, boy.
it will be.
It's gonna be-
And hey, Willie's got to get a flight up here as well, and hotel accommodations.
Wow.
If you really got it,
Oh, man.
Wow.
I got your hotel accommodations. It ain't even my damn team. Hey, Willie, so I got your hotel accommodations. If you can get up here, I got your hotel accommodations. Deal? I got you.
Bet.
Bet?
That's a bet.
Hey, Willie's like, man, my wife ain't letting me go out the place. No. NBA Christmas Day. You got the Lakers and Mavs. I believe you got Nets, Celtics. You got Warriors and Bucks, right? You got
Mavericks, Lakers.
Pelicans. I said that Pelicans and Heat, right?
Yes.
And what's the fifth game?
Yes.
Clippers, Nuggets.
Clippers and Nuggets.
That's it.
Yes.
I was talking to Coach K about this. I was like, when I looked at the schedule, I was like, man, like it's all right.
You think it's all right? You don't.
It ain't hot. It ain't fire. No, it ain't. Convince me otherwise.
Okay. Well, what would
that's
be
the question.
fire? What I mean, Pelicans Heat.
Warriors aren't. Pelicans Heat. I'm like, it's
Yeah.
okay. Celtics Nets might be the second best game on the damn docket.
Celtics Nets is pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm not
Well,
interested
because-
in the Clippers and the Nuggets because I don't want to talk about the damn Clippers the way they went out. Just freaking win.
The East Coast gonna be sleep anyway.
I know. And not very Eastern Conference seems right about that. You're right.
That's a testament to how deep the West is.
And the
But-
Mavs are the Mavs. I mean, they're cute, but come on, stop.
You don't want to
No
see Steph
Porzingis.
Curry and the
Porzingis,
Bucks.
though.
How long is Porzingis out?
Porzingis will be out at least until January.
Okay. See, now I'm really like, get out. I'm sorry. I don't know. I mean, when you look at it, run down the schedule and tell me what's exciting to you. I think Nets Celtics might be the damn best game of the day.
Yeah, you're right. So I mean, is it the matchups or is just all
The
those
matchups.
the overall teams?
There's
So-
no Heat Lakers. There's no Celtics Lakers. There are no really big. Usually on Christmas Day, you get 2 or 3 really good games. There's no Cavs. Lakers. There's none of that.
It's because opening night is 3 days before.
Well, you still
Because they
you can
shooting.
schedule a
They're
damn
coming
game
out.
if you want to schedule it.
They got to come out swinging with opening night. So they go with the Lakers and Clippers on opening night.
Yeah. Okay.
So because normally, we have opening night in
Sure.
October.
Yeah,
And
but around
then the
Halloween,
big
yeah.
game. Right. So now it's like literally opening night. Then we got the Christmas Day games 3 days later. So, so if they're going to come out big on opening night, because I would have assumed that we were going to see Lakers and Clippers on Christmas.
Right. Well, I mean, usually that noon game is usually something like, Knicks Celtics or whatever, Brooklyn Celtics or whatever. Pelicans Heat. Okay, that's not a bad.
I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by that game.
That's a decent noon game. But then you get into 2:35 and 8. Those are the meaty games, right? Usually at like 10:30, you'll get Blazers and somebody. Let's say, at least you got Dame Dollar or somebody, or Blazers and Mavs. That's a good 10 o'clock game on a Christmas Day. Here are your three meaty games right here. Warriors and Bucks. Looked good 2 weeks ago.
Man, did it.
Nets Celtics, fire. Like it. Mavericks Lakers, you just said, I forgot about Porzingis. I'm like, Mavs, you can kind of push them around. I mean, they're soft. I mean, they're cute. It's European. It's a really good Washington Generals team. You know what I'm saying? Pull the rug from under
So
it.
disrespectful.
That's a
So
bit much. That is. I should take that back. Let me stop. That is.
Oh, wow.
Washington Generals.
I mean, but you know what I mean. Like, there you go. Hey, Willie. Like, I mean, are you like? I'm not running home for any of that. Cavs, Warriors, back in the day, stuff like that. OKC, Spurs. Give me something that I've seen the last 4, 5, 6, 7 years. This, no.
Not doing it for you?
No. I'm waiting to be convinced. I'm floor you guys. Go ahead. I was talking to Kevin about it last night. He didn't really give me a whole lot either. So go. One of you two guys tell me this is a great Christmas schedule. Go ahead.
Yeah.
D.
I know when you really look at it, you're like.
And I just scrolled to check to see what the NFL got a game that day too.
I know they got 3 the day after Christmas too.
Yeah. They're playing on a Friday and Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, and one is that 4:30 game. It's not a hot game. Well, Drew Brees will be back by then. It's the Saints and the Vikings. Okay. But it's the NFL. And that's it. Probably right in the middle. So.
Speaking of NFL, with the Steelers were up, 19-7 or 20-7, something like that? 18-7, 19-7?
Let's check that score right now. It's 19-13. It's 19-13 right now with 3:09 to go.
Ravens hanging around in this damn game. RG3, I think they had less passing yards than the damn Broncos last Sunday.
Yeah.
How do they hang around?
They just scored a touchdown.
How?
Oh.
No, Mark Andrews. Who are they throwing to?
Marquise Brown showed up. He got a 70-yard pass.
Oh, my goodness. You Steelers, y'all need to be.
Somebody got loose. He got loose somehow.
So Trace McSorley is playing?
Yeah.
He's
2 for 6, 77 yards.
2 for 6. Okay, the immortal Trace McSorley, 2 for 6, but he got the long bomb.
So either RG3 got hurt or he got benched.
He got pulled.
He probably got hurt. He probably got hurt because he wasn't.
No, you're right. I mean, like I said, I think he had what? I know they had less yards than the Broncos did first half last week, or about the same, or maybe just a little more. It was like maybe.
Oh my God! I'm looking at his numbers. He was 7 of 12 for 33 yards.
Yeah, he got pulled and a pick. He got pulled.
Yeah. Oof. He did have a 40-yard run, I think, is what I read.
He threw a pick 6. No.
He did. Joe Hayden. Yep.
Yeah,
Joe Hayden got him.
Yep. Real quickly, hey Willie, best Christmas Day game on the schedule. Nets Celtics looks like it right now.
Yeah, Nets Celtics, I would say on paper. But the thing about the Mavs, though, they did this in the playoffs.
Don't try to
they did this in the playoffs when they played the Clippers, man. You want something? I'm giving you something.
I know, man.
If Luka goes off, what the NBA is hoping for, if Luka goes off, it becomes entertaining.
I know.
It becomes entertaining.
It's like, it's like Butler and the NCAA. Like, I'm just,
Butler went to a Final Four.
No, I'm that's a good example. a nice little team that ain't got a damn strong. Like I don't care.
And,
Like,
and LeBron
Hey,
is already he's
no.
already kind of said that don't worry about him in the beginning of the season. Who knows how many minutes he's playing?
Sure. Look, there's some storylines, but I'm just like,
hey, I'm intrigued by that first game. I want to see Zion and Steven Adams again. I want to see that
yeah.
against
All right.
why am I blanking on who New Orleans is playing? Miami.
Miami, the
Miami.
I
Heat,
want to
yeah.
see that. Yeah, I
Bam
want to see
and
that.
Tyler Hero,
Yeah,
yeah.
I definitely want to see that.
I'm looking at it one more time. I'm going to give you one more cursory look, A. Willie, one more time. Pelicans Heat. If I'm
I want
around,
to
I
see
might
it.
watch it. Warriors Bucks, like I said 2, 3 weeks ago, I'd be in. Net Celtics, yes, I'll watch that, and not because it's my team, but I want to see what Katie and those
You are
guys.
watching it because it's your team. Tell the truth.
Stop lying.
You're not supposed to call me out.
Yeah, you always
you're right.
lying.
All right, you got me, man. All right, okay. Mavericks, Lakers, I'm good. Clippers, Nuggets, wake me up, man. And like, well, I guess when does the playoffs start this year? Like freaking June, something like that. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. May, I think this year. Yeah, you got
See
maybe
Molly
2.
Mall go off.
Yeah, I ain't feeling it, guys. I ain't feeling. But you're all right. The Celtics, yes, because I'm a homer, and it's actually a damn good game. I want to see what Kyrie go back to Boston or whatever. So yeah. So
Yeah, that's going to be. I can't wait to see that one.
To balance the power to see where it's at.
yeah, that's true.
No doubt.
We'll take your phone
D,
call.
where are the Knicks?
They're not ready. They're not ready for that kind of schedule. They're not ready for that day.
boy. There's some talk that Obi Toppin, though, in some of the testing, it's kind of his athleticism is off the charts. I think we're going to talk about it a little bit tonight on SNY, but that's what we're left with if you're Knicks fans.
We're a work in progress. You give us
Obi,
time.
you got a player that's got some athleticism, and RJ Barrett's mad because he was not all rookie last year. It's like, well, you weren't all rookie because you were not.
Got something to prove.
I'm
Put that chip on your
intrigued to
shoulder.
see it. I love the way RJ works. I want to see
I love his
RJ in year
attitude,
two.
but
Year two.
I don't. Maybe second team. I don't think he was first team. It was too much of this. But you're gonna get that as a rookie. I mean, just
Yeah.
just do your thing. Whatever works for you. Heat Vice jerseys. Though actually, it's called vice versa. They've pretty much flipped the colors a little bit. Love that. That sort of blue and baby blue, and I guess we can call it fuchsia. What do you want to call it, A. Willie? Was it pink? It ain't red. It ain't fuchsia. I don't know.
What is it? Velvet?
Yeah, what's that, Velvet? Yeah.
But
Hey,
those
what's the matter?
colors
Too
scream
cold?
Miami, though.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. It's Art Deco. Yeah, Art Deco. I love them. That stuff is fire, man. Like, I, I love it. Like that Vice. I guess it's vice versa this year, but the Miami Vice, the City Edition jerseys for the Heat. Have you seen the Knicks with the? Oh yeah, go look it up. They're looking at doing something with Radio City Music Hall.
Mm.
The signage on Radio City Music Hall, that red and neon, whatever.
Okay, yeah.
Putting some of that and the colors, yeah, for the Knicks. You can look it up. It's pretty cool. I like the concept. Your thoughts here? Yay or nay on the vice versa, Miami Heat City Edition jerseys? Yay, big yay for me. Thumbs up, 2 thumbs up.
Yeah, yay for me too. And I could see a lot of people in Miami rocking those colors. Nice.
Hey, Willie.
Oh, I'm all the way down with it. When all the way down with it. But when I was at Nike before we had the NBA license, we were doing all of our expression in those college jerseys where we would have iconic buildings on campuses on the back of jerseys. We called it an aerographic. We were doing that. So I loved it. And now with Nike being an NBA and NBA are opening up and understanding, hey, as we need revenue lanes, let's start making some of these hot jerseys as well. I love it, man. And Miami, let's talk about this, Miami. So we got the Trap Museum in Atlanta and all the things that the Trap made, right?
Yes, sir.
So in Miami, when you go on the coastline and you look at all those beautiful buildings and all
Yep.
that,
Mm-hmm.
Trap Money
Brickell.
built that, man.
Yep.
Oh man,
Brickell.
man.
Ocean Ave.
Man, did it build that
Bill.
city? And
Yep,
did it
yep.
build that city? It gave us TV shows like Miami Vice, which made these colors popular, and they are still living off of this, man. Like it is crazy. Like
Hell of a town. I'll never forget moving down there. It's the only place I've ever ever lived or even sort of visit, and you're cognizant of your spouse. I was, true story. I was a newlywed moving to Miami in 2005, first real big TV job I ever had. And I remember thinking to myself, the guy that I'm replacing got caught up down there.
Mm.
We might have him on the show. Rod Burks. I'll put his name out there. He knows it. Everybody knows the story about Rod. Really cool guy. He's in Milwaukee now. But you can really have your nose wide open, if you know what I mean, in Miami.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He did a little bit. And so when I came in, I said, I got to be the opposite. You know how it is. When you replace somebody, you need to be the opposite of whatever you're trying to replace.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what,
we see that with coaches
here.
all the time. Yeah.
Right. I'm like, let me go in here, show them that I can do the work. This is my first real nice big TV job, making some decent money finally. I'm like, all right, let me stay far the hell away from the beach. I was 27 freaking miles away from the beach. I was up there in a city called Plantation as a brother, right outside of Fort Lauderdale. And the wife was like, yeah, this is nice. It was quiet. It was dead. I was damn near the freaking Everglades. I was a mile away from the mall in Everglades. Literally. And I'm like, this is what I have to settle for. I'm like, I don't even feel like I live in Miami.
Gotta stay out of trouble, dog.
You had to. Dude, it was the hardest year and a half of my life, dude. Like, I don't know how I was able to do it because I was still like my late 20s. Yeah, I was like 29, 30, man. Like, that was tough. I'm glad I was married because it kept my butt out of trouble.
That's it.
Kept me out of trouble.
Queen saved you from yourself.
Yeah.
No
yeah,
question.
once you had that ceremony, boy, you'll turn it back.
Let me go back to the story before that. We were in Jackson, Mississippi. We're dating, been there 2 years, and I'm leaving. I get the job, and she's like, damn, you going to Miami? I'm like, yeah, we going to Miami. She's like, we? I ain't gonna be nobody's girlfriend in Miami. I was like, no, she didn't.
Yeah, she did. She knew what time it was.
She got wiped up 2 months later, right before we left.
Yeah.
Hey, Willie, she put it on me, dude. She's like, we? Nah. No girlfriend in Miami.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
But you're right. Yeah, very smart. With the Art Deco and things of that nature, Miami's just a vibe, man. Some of the greatest nights of partying I've ever had have been in Miami. It's just a hell of a city. It's my favorite city in the country.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what did I say, Coach K? When I talk about Miami, it's Baskin Robbins. You know what I'm saying? 31 flavors, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Everything you want, Eastern European, Latin, whatever. It's there, and lots of it. It's a playground, man.
Yeah, and if you guys don't know,
oh, I know.
My first time in Miami, I happened to go Dolo, and I had a couple of guys coming down a couple of days later. I went there for Carnival, Caribbean Carnival. Boy. Well, I got stories I can't tell on air. That was my first. I got off the plane. I'm like, what is going on here?
This is not Eastern Parkway. This is not Eastern Parkway.
Nope. Yo. Well, I got one. I'm gonna tell it because I don't give I'm not married anymore, so I can tell it. I went back years later. I was in Boston, I think. I went back. Heat were playing Patriots were playing the Dolphins. First of all, the night before I went out. Went to Tootsie's. Everybody knows what Tootsie's is. KOD and Tootsie's. And this is what you're dealing with in Miami. The young lady that was dancing for me was literally like third place Miss Junior Columbia. And she was a dancer there. That's all you need to know. That's the sort of talent that you get in Miami. Third place Junior Miss Columbia. She was a dancer years later. But that's the stuff that you're dealing with down there. Next to this at this time, it was Sun Life Stadium. So Hard Rock Stadium. Right next to the press box, and everybody, you can look it up. Club Live is right next to the press box in the stadium. I walk in, they let us in. It's like $300-$400 to get in. I mean, they got a freaking club next to the press box in a football stadium. They done that, and not just any club, but Live. Tony Braxton was there. Serena Williams was there. A lot of celebrities and stuff. Nobody paid attention. It was a Monday night game. The Patriots beat their butts. That was the Wes Welker game. He had caught the 99-yard TD pass. Look it up. It's like 2011. I'm not lying, folks. This is Miami. And that's why we're here to tell you these stories, man. Don't at me. I'm just saying, find a better city in America that's better than Miami. Hey, Willie, I'm here. I'll sit here all day. Let me know something. Anything? You got anything better than Miami?
Damn.
Man, that's a tough one. But I'm partial, so you shouldn't ask me.
Well, LA, look, LA's LA's up there. I'll give you that. LA's nice.
Ain't no way LA could be like Miami, dog.
Well,
Ain't no way.
I think Miami is like new age LA. So it's almost like, the original. LA's the OG. So it's kind of in a category by itself. I've had some great times in LA too. I've got stories about that with Jim Hill, my guy out there, the sportscast, a long time sports guy out there. He's the mayor of that town.
He is the OG, no
he's the
question.
OG.
Triple OG.
And Jim Hill, he had some fun too with Old Ridley. Jim Hill's a good guy. So I'll just leave it at that. But LA, you're right. Separate category. But Miami, special.
Larry, you trying to get everyone in trouble.
No, I ain't getting nobody.
Need Antonio and Derwin tomorrow.
Ain't nobody getting in trouble.
Coach K, this is the same thing that LL did when that guy was drafting his team when we were doing the Madden draft.
Yeah.
What's your girl's birthday? Wait a minute. Like,
It's a trap.
Yeah, Larry, man.
Larry's a
Oh,
wild boy.
man. I just, you know how it is, dude. You go, like I said, I was married for 14 years, together for 16. It's just a weight off your shoulder, and it's like, all right, it is what it is. I can tell stories now. So.
He's literally off the plantation.
Literally off the plantation. Very expensive plantation it is. All right, we'll keep it moving. Derwin, I want you to take this over. DK took it personal. Apparently, Jim Schwartz said something to the effect of, "You're no Megatron." And then after the game, he said, "You're still not Megatron, but," paraphrasing here, "you're close." And DK did not like any of this. He tweeted back, or some newscaster or sports guy, he retweeted or quote tweeted, and he had the GIF of, or the picture of Michael Jordan from the first dance. Something to the effect of, "I take everything personally."
Took it personal.
Took it personal. Yeah.
It was personal for me.
Yeah, it was personal.
I
It was
love
20
that
yards.
line. It was personal
I
for me.
love the fact that DK's like, "No, dog. No. Yeah. You tried it, and it did not work. And I am pissed, and I did take it personal." I respect the hell out of that. That was awesome. Your thoughts on your team, man?
He took it out on Darius Slay and any other corner that was trying to cover him.
I think he took it out on the whole damn Lions franchise. Slay used to play with the Lions. Megatron used to play with the Lions. Schwartz was the head coach of the Lions.
Schwartz, I didn't care for him too much when he was in Detroit.
Yeah.
And you remember the little dust up he had with Jim Harbaugh?
Yep.
Handshake.
Hard handshake.
You chased him.
Yeah. So, I can see him saying something slick. So, kudos to, DK to go out there, play his game. And even in the middle of the game, there's a little dust up between him and Slay, and him trying to stay out of it and just balling in his game, do all the talking. And, what's funny is that after that, I've been seeing, I don't know if you saw this picture's been going around, the first 27 games between DK Metcalf and Megatron, how
close.
the numbers of, similarities.
DK is a little better.
Yeah. And the size of these two guys. I mean,
man.
I just marvel at how big he is to be able to run that fast. And he's just the tip of the iceberg. He's still learning, this professional game. So
that's the scary part. Coach K and I were talking about this last night. I believe, Coach K, if this is true, right. If it's not true, say, Larry, you're lying. I said, do you realize Ole Miss had DK Metcalf and AJ Brown on the same day?
Yeah.
And we're under 500. I don't give a damn if A. Willie's the quarterback. I win more than 5 freaking games with those two monsters in college.
Yeah.
You know what that tells me? And Coach K hit it on the head. SEC's that damn good. That's all that is.
It's like Odell and Landry.
Yeah, exactly.
It is. But you know what D's line, D, you got to say your line for that, man. Remember, your line, they can't throw the ball to themselves, right?
They can't.
Well,
was Kelly the quarterback then?
I think so.
Kelly,
that's what I'm saying. They had a decent quarterback, a guy that at least got a cup of coffee and played in the NFL.
Yeah, but when it got tight, you can't depend on that decision making, man.
Well, and not only that, the defense gave up a lot of points. But Oklahoma gives up a lot of points. Texas gives up a lot of points. But if you got two monsters like that, you got to win more than 5.
Good gracious.
You got to roll out of bed and be at least 8-4, right? A. Willie?
I would think so. What do you say to that, D? I would think so.
Yeah, I mean, I was just thinking about Brown the other day because I was watching the Tennessee game, and that guy Brown, he doesn't look that fast.
He doesn't.
But when he gets the ball, he's a bull in a china shop. He reminds me. He reminds me of like Anquan Bolden with speed to me.
That's a good comp. I like that. Actually, maybe even a little bigger than Antoine.
Yeah,
He is bigger.
He's bigger.
He's really good, man. He's a problem.
David Boston with no roids.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He was too damn stiff. It's like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you can't be Arnold Schwarzenegger out there and play on the perimeter. Yeah. Really?
That's how he's moving like this.
A robot.
Oh man. I was about to call you Siobhan. Tell Siobhan that, you know what, she gets a shout out every day because she's literally on the damn screen every day.
I tell her that. Yeah. She's like, you need to change the name of that. She says that all the time.
We can change it for a half hour.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can't talk. I still got Larry's laptop on here.
It's Sport LL.
I'm taking bribes to change it.
Okay.
PS5, Kev. There it is.
Hey.
So Jim Schwartz, who's the defensive coordinator with the Eagles, pregame, he says, I was in Detroit with Megatron. You're not there yet. And then, of course, Metcalf is like, that made me mad. Where's the tweet with the sportscaster? Here it is right here. So this is John Clark, NBCS. Is that NBC Sports?
Yeah, NBCS.
Which one? Is that NBC Sports? Big NBC Sports? Or is he one of the regionals?
Nah, it says CS.
NBC. I don't know. We'll try to look him up. But anyway, he said Jim Schwartz says he complimented DK before game, told him he's got a ton of respect for him, and he was with Calvin in Detroit, and he's closest thing to Megatron he's seen. Jim told him after the game, you may not be Calvin yet, but you're on your way. Was complimenting DK both times. And DK was like, and I took that personally. So I'm like, don't try to be cute. Nope, don't want it.
He already set the tone before the game, so now the DK should have been like, am I there yet?
Hey, Willie,
you think DK was looking at those tweets the way Michael Jordan was looking at the little tablet when Gary Payton was saying, like, I control Mike?
Right.
He took it personal.
And all the Isaiah Thomas stuff too. He's looking at him like, oh man, I can't stand these dudes.
I took it personally. No, I love it. You know, especially, again, we talk about this a lot, especially as we have moved toward a league where players train together, players fraternize more together. I like the fact that there's that competitive edge there where guys have that sort of fire that sort of fuels them and makes them do things that we feel like are superhuman. So I love it, and I want to see more of it. I want it to keep going.
Yeah, I do too. Real quickly, Fortnite Zero Paint. I've got nothing.
0 point.
0 point. Yeah, Fortnite 0 point. I have no idea.
And neither do I. And I looked.
Where's London?
Yeah, season 5 has the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda in there, so like that's a big part of the launch, having them as characters in it. That's a big part of it. Big part.
Yeah, they already got Avengers, all that stuff.
Oh,
yep.
My youngest son called me out. He's 11. He'll be 12 in 2 weeks. He was like,
"He got X-Men too."
I was like, you know, I was talking to Kevin. We were going over some stuff, and my son was like, you don't do it because you don't care. Y'all don't care about esports. And he's like, and it's in your name, Dad. What are y'all doing? I'm like, damn, you got a point. I'm like,
you don't know, you don't show,
or you don't
care what's going on
in the ghetto.
I mean,
he used our line on us. He used our line on us.
I mean, your son got a point. It says esports. I see a controller in the graphics.
Yeah.
I mean,
listen.
Coach K, what's our answer to everything?
What is it? No bright ideas?
Well, that and I'm busy.
I'm busy.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm busy. Yes.
I got stuff to do.
Yes.
Like, I ain't got time to look up esports stuff because I try and I can't find any damn thing. It's boring. Like, I don't know what. That's why we're gonna have London on to have his own little segment. Like, dude, you tell us what's going on in esports. I can't find it.
Audience.
Yeah, because we need to put the E. Because right now we need the E in esports.
We tried. You know what? We got lucky for a couple of weeks. We were on a roll because we actually had some esports news.
Right.
And then So a lot of times it's like, dude, it's like pulling teeth, and I'm only gonna look for stuff for so long. I've got a damn life here. I'm not gonna. I'm not getting paid for this show. First off, so yeah,
we got to analyze the Roblox IPO. Yeah, all that stuff. You know,
or maybe we talk about Mutt, Kevin's favorite.
No, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
They got some new cars today. Tim Tebow's in the game.
You play Mutt?
You have to get Ronnie to run the show.
Yeah.
I need a Mutt tutorial, man.
Can we see the? Let's show the video again. Coach K, let's show the video again of Fortnite 0 Point. It was actually cool with the trailer we got. You know, shout out to the guys. Is Epic still on them, or was it a new?
Yeah, Epic. Yeah.
Okay. You know, I can never tell these. You know,
ain't gonna let that go.
Well, I mean, why would they?
They get no
printing money.
I don't know what I'm looking at. Like, what's going on here?
They have like, I think each season they have like a new like storyline.
What's the storyline?
I don't know. This is.
Oh my God!
They
opened this guy is
yeah.
No, tell us, hey Willie. Don't keep it to yourself.
I don't know.
He's going back to Miami.
Hey, he wouldn't have a damn backpack on.
Like that. Hey man, that's Louis Vuitton, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay. Right. Hey Willie, what am I watching here? What the hell is this?
I guess in season 5, I guess the guy's
he opened up the portal or something like that.
Yeah, and he's got a band of people to try to help him open up the portal, and you know the Mandalorian's in there, Baby Yoda's in there, and all the people from the Avengers and X-Men. I think they were in season 4, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
So they're all part of it now. So
that's why you're on the show, man. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you. I had no idea.
And then when he gets off, his daughter's gonna be like, "You got that all wrong."
And Dover just sitting there like, don't call on me.
His son is dying to hop on.
Yo, my son talks about Roblox. He plays this Roblox all the time. He's like, I don't know nothing about Roblox.
No.
Does he get a lot of your coins? Like, how much are you shelling out, dude?
We don't shell out coins. We don't do that.
All I know is the screen that you buy coins on. That's all I know.
He be trying, but we don't do that.
My daughter for Christmas, she says, look, she asked for $1,000 so she can buy like 1 million Roblox. She's like, look, straight up, no cap. This is what she said, no cap. Give me $100. I just want Roblox. And I'm thinking to myself, that's too damn much. But I'm like, damn, I'm actually getting those.
I'm having the same conversation with
That's pretty bad.
What do you want for Christmas? I don't know.
$100 worth of Roblox? Okay, done.
Either that or a faster computer to play the game on. That's all she wants. That's it.
So what do you think? I have to think about it. Hey, Will, I'm like, shoot.
You coming out on top.
Ain't a bad trade-off.
Yeah.
See, that's am I a bad parent if I say you bet?
Well, it is Christmas, so.
And a week later, she will be asking me something again, man.
Well,
it ain't going to be a month.
Well, she's smart because they get allowance like today. They get it every month. And then she'll get more. She got a birthday, Christmas, and allowance at the end of the month in December.
She racking up.
So she's like, $100 for Christmas, $100 for my birthday, my little $30, $50 for my allowance. I'm going to get me $200. I'm going to give me $250,000 with the Roblox anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
Look for
making
my statue.
Money moves mandatory. That's what I'm saying.
They named the library after me in Bloxburg. You know
what they name it? Mamuzet Manor?
Oh no, man. Coach K's books.
Oh my goodness.
Money back.
But tomorrow we're gonna have an esports segment. And depending on how well he does, and I'll let you guys be the judge of it. Maybe we'll have him on every day and just like, dude, what you gotta be part of the producing process. I'm gonna put his little butt to work though. Like because then he had to, as Stephen A. Smith would say, the unmitigated gall. To say, well, you know what? Why do I got to do your show? I'm just going to do my own thing on YouTube. Stop it.
The bright ideas.
Right ideas. You work for us first, son. Then you can
What'd you say, Larry? You could do you. I'ma do me.
You just do you. I'ma do
You're going to do this. You're going to do that show by yourself on the stoop. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. These kids, man.
This is where I used to live. You know?
I know. Real quickly, at 6:56, we'll get out in the next minute. Compete Forever. on Black News Channel this weekend. Saturday and Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Compete Forever Madden Season 53 Super Bowl, AFC NFC Championship games as well, and the Super Bowl champion will be crowned. The winner gets a zip chair, NFL inspired logo chair. I will tell you the team that won was the Carolina Panthers. So you might want to join this league, competeforever.com/Madden League. Devin, Derwin. I don't know why I'm saying Devin. Derwin. Anybody ever call you Devin?
I get called all kinds of Devin, Dagwood. I had a boss call me Dagwood all the time. Dagwood.
Dagwood.
Yeah. My boss, he was from Trinidad. He used to call me Dagwood all the time.
What's this, Dewsbury?
Hold on. Hold on. He called you what?
Dagwood. Dagwood. I've known this guy for like 20 years.
Dagwood.
Dagwood. With a Trinity accent. Dagwood. It was like growing up, it was so hard for people to say Derwin. I used to answer anything.
How did he say it?
Dagwood.
Oh man!
Hey,
No, not
every
Dagwood.
time, man. One more time
Dagwood.
for the people in the back that didn't get a chance to hear it. What do he call you?
Dagwood.
Oh man!
It's gonna be a lower third next week. Dagwood.
Oh no.
Oh man!
Oh man!
Oh geez!
Oh man! I actually got a tear coming out my eye, man. Holy, it was on my nose.
What's worse? What's
mean,
worse? That or
I just-
Karnowski?
I don't know why Derwin, 2 syllables, was always hard for people growing up, but it was.
It's not natural. It's not, dude.
Yeah.
It is not natural.
They'll call me Darwin before they call me Derwin.
Okay,
All the
that's
time.
close.
Okay.
Darwin, Devin,
Darren. I get Darren. Dagwood.
Dagwood.
I can't believe they said
Dagwood.
Dagwood.
And you can hear it with the accent. Dagwood.
Oh,
Hey man, clip this, man. Clip this. Can you pronounce Derwin Worrell? Dagwood. Dagwood. Hey,
I was
what
like,
it,
okay.
what it, say it for me one more time. Say it.
Oh, man.
Dagwood.
Hey,
Larry, you
what-
gonna mess up this weekend and call Dagwood the broadcast.
No, don't call him Dagwood. Don't call him and you gotta be strong with it too.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Dagwood.
stomach is- my
It wasn't,
stomach is
I'm trying to
hurting.
remember.
That's a leap too. Dagwood. How do you go from Derwin to Dagwood? Like, what the heck?
There was a show. I want to say, if you guys remember the show Bewitched, I
Yes,
think
yes.
that guy name was what was his name?
Derwin.
Darren.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I get called all kinds of stuff.
Darren.
I
But
just used to
those are
answer.
close. But those are
I can
close.
see
Darren,
Darren.
Devin, Darwinism, Dogwood.
Dagwood.
That's a reach.
Dagwood.
And with that Trini accent too? Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I got nothing else, man. Oh, we gotta get out of here. Kevin Mumble said, pushing all the right buttons back there. Hey, Willie down in the DFW. Dogwood and Karnowski,
Oh
home
man.
of Betterson Iverson's sister,
Yeah.
affectionately known as Bed-Stuy.
Do or
Dagwood.
die. Dagwood.
Hey man, let's get out of here. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching Esports Extra, only live call-in sports show, talking traditional sports, esports, and gaming. See you tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern, right here, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Larry Ridley out. Dogwood.